Hey, what's up? This is Uncle Snoop Dogg. Press that free like button if you think that my nephew John Cena had a better career than Roman Reigns. You gotta be smoking on that extra sticky icky if you think Roman is better than John. Acknowledge what? Acknowledge these nuts.
Look, I'm seeing comments all over the internet. People saying dumb stuff. For example, saying that Roman Reigns, his last 3-year run, was better than John Cena's whole entire career. I'm like, wow, man. Can we please stop being a fanboy for 1 second? Why can't you be objective, man? That might be the most disrespectful take that I've ever heard in my whole entire life. That's insane, man. So, a guy that barely showed up on the show every week, he barely showed up. This dude was on damn near 4-month vacations. This dude was barely telling stories. It was Groundhog Day with every storyline, right? Every opponent had to go through the bloodline in order to get to Roman Reigns. It was Groundhog Day for the past 3 years. So, by that logic, that's called quantity over quality. Dog, just because we are padding your stats by having you stay home, that don't mean you a GOAT. I'm like, what is your problem? By that same logic, Brock Lesnar is better than both of them. By that same logic, listen, when John Cena called Roman Reigns the GOAT, listen, he got paid that young moolah, baby, to say that. He got paid money. He was paid quite handsomely to say that about the company's mascot. He had to say that. John Cena is a company man. He will say anything to put somebody else over. That's what he does. He was paid that young moolah, baby, to say that. Nobody believed a word that came out of his mouth when he said that dumb crap. That was wild. But that don't mean a damn thing, man. Okay, how about this? If John Cena's word means so much, how about you Google a quote that he said about Brock Lesnar? Hell, even Jim Cornette made a video about his statement about Brock Lesnar. This dude said that Brock Lesnar is the greatest in-ring performer of all time. Who said that? That was John Cena. Look it up. Google it right now on your phone. He said that about Brock Lesnar. Now, years later, he is saying that Roman Reigns is the GOAT. Listen, you got to take what John says at a grain of salt kind of level, bro. Like, don't take it too seriously. It don't mean anything, right? He is a company man. He will say anything to boost up the next generation. So, let's dive deeper into this dumb subject. Roman Reigns is not better than John Cena. Now, I'm seeing people trying to use the heel argument, right? The old ass argument of, well, at least Roman turned heel. John never did because he didn't have to. Let me repeat. John Cena never had to turn heel. Why? He was the highest merch seller every year. So what's the point of turning heel? If you are the highest selling merch seller as a face, what's the point? Just stay as a good guy by that same logic. Now, you want to compare that to Roman Reigns? Bro, there was never a point in time where Roman Reigns was over as a babyface. This guy had no choice but to turn heel. He had no choice. Bro, he was booed every year. He was booed after he came back from cancer. People were booing him even though he beat cancer. That's how much the audience did not like this guy. This guy had no choice but to turn heel. John Cena, he can't say that. Kids love him. People love John. Listen, the people that did not like John were the smart marks. It was them who did not like John, but the majority of the audience loved John. So he did not have to turn heel. Vince McMahon never forced him or asked him, hey, John, let's turn heel. Bro, there was no point. He was making too much of that young moolah to turn heel. Okay, when has Roman Reigns. Okay, let's go back to when he was a good guy. When he was forced down our throats. The fans hated this guy. Roman was more hated than John Cena. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. F-A-C-T, fact. People hated Roman more than John. Why? Because CM Junk buried him. CM Junk is a damn snitch. He told the world that Roman Reigns was a hand-picked guy by the company to be the face of the company, which made the fans reject him. Okay, now let's go back to the same argument. How was Roman Reigns better just because he turned heel? I'm like, what? Bro, this dude had no choice, bro. He was the most hated guy in the company. He was already being booed. So why not turn heel? By that logic, listen, with John Cena, it was more so a small portion of the audience that did not like. But it was not the majority. The majority hated Roman Reigns. This guy had no choice, so don't act like, oh, at least Roman had the balls to turn heel. I'm like, my God, you can't be that dumb, man, to believe that narrative. It's like, wait, I can't believe a 3-year sample size makes you forget the previous years that he was in this company. Hell, even Cody Rhodes took a dig at Roman Reigns last year. This dude said, wow, it took you over 8 years to finally get over? Do you remember last year on the road to WrestleMania? Cody Rhodes told Roman Reigns, bro, it took you over 8 years to finally figure it out. It took you over 8 years to finally figure out how to be a top guy. That's what Cody told him. So, John and Roman, apples and oranges, bro. Okay, how much weight does John's words actually hold? This dude said that there's never going to be another John Cena that's pushed like him. That's what he said. Now, years later, this dude says that Roman is the GOAT. Come on, man. John is going to tell you what you want to hear. Because John ain't selfish. But, like, you gotta be just a hater, right? You gotta be a hater on John Cena to even put that in a damn fucking same category. That's crazy, because when it comes to Roman lames, okay, this dude, past 3 years, the same rinse and repeat storyline with every talent. Same thing, bruh. Every match, this guy was cheating to win. How is that okay? That's not a heel. That's called lazy booking. Okay, let's get this guy some heat. Okay, every match, same thing. The Usos interfere. Solo freaking interferes. Then a spear, ref bump, let's go home, 1, 2, 3. Every match. He can't beat nobody by himself. Again, stop with the disrespect, false narrative. I don't care if you hate John. Bro, you gotta be objective, man. Just be objective. How hard is that? Good Lord, like, can you please treat it down the middle, man? Like me, I'm not biased. Bro, there was a point in time where I was actually putting over Roman Reigns during his first year as our tribal chief. But then this dude fell off. He fell off. The same repeat storyline. He can't beat nobody clean. I got tired of it because I ain't no sheep. I'm not a sheep, bruh. If I see something that's dumb, it needs to be called out because I'm not a sheep. I don't eat up everything that the World Wrestling Federation gives us. No, I call out the BS like you should. But that's a total disrespect to say, well, John never turned heel, but Roman did. Okay, do you want a cookie? Damn, man. Let's give Roman Reigns a goddamn birthday cake. Woo! At least he turned heel. Okay, yeah, because he was the most hated guy on the roster. He had no choice. John had a choice, bro. Okay, why should this guy turn heel when he has raised the most money for Make-A-Wish Foundation of all time? He holds the record for the most make-a-wishes. Why should that guy turn heel when kids love him? Kids don't love Roman Reigns, bro. Let me repeat. Roman Reigns, the kids never loved him. This guy had no personality. He was dull. He was figure generic. He had no character. He had bad, awful promos. He had no connection with the audience because people knew what was up. Vince McMahon was only pushing him because he was Samoan, he was Rocky Maivaia's cousin, and he had a good look. But that's about it, bro. He was the most hated guy in the business. So don't you dare compare him to John Cena. That's insane in the membrane. Because even I said that I don't think John is the goddamn GOAT. But that's called being objective. Be objective. My God, man. I made a video saying, bro, John ain't no GOAT. John ain't the greatest of all time. He's like, what, maybe top 10. But he's not number 1. But here I am defending him against Roman Reigns. That's called being objective. Let's go by facts and evidence. Roman Reigns never drew the money like a John Cena. He never sold the merch like a John Cena. He never had the cultural impact like a John Cena. Never. It's like, what has Roman Reigns done for this business for the past 3 years? What? What has he done? Nothing. Okay, let's go back to the year of 2023, last year. Who was carrying the company? It was not Roman. I repeat, it was not Roman. It was LA Cosplay and Cody Rhodes and the Judgment Day. Where was Roman at? It's like, bro, that's not how that works. You can't stay at home and try to take the credit from all of the full-timers that was busting their ass while you was at home chilling. No, man, that's not how this works. You don't take credit for a ratings bump by being at home for the majority of the summer. That's not how this works, man. Get over yourselves. I was like, man, why do people gag on Roman? It's like, man, stop gagging on this guy's penis. Take his penis out your mouth, man. Like, calm down. Seriously, calm down, man. He never drew the pay-per-view buys of a John Cena, man. He has no classic matches like a John Cena. It's like, wow, man. Like, where's your proof or your evidence that Roman is better? Listen, a 3-year sample size does not beat out a 15-year sample size of John Cena, man. What is your problem? This is why I'm glad I have a YouTube channel. Because nobody would take me seriously if I did not have this channel. Because I have to speak from a common sense point of view. I'm the only guy who speaks common sense on this platform, and it's sad. It's sad. Wrestling is very easy to talk about. It's just these marks, they make it hard. Can you please be objective? Please. All of you Roman Reigns nuts huggers are just bandwagons, man. You a bandwagon. You didn't give a damn about Roman Reigns when he was feuding with Shane McMahon. You didn't care about Roman Reigns when he was feuding with Brock Lesnar back in what, 2018? You didn't care. So stop being a bandwagon, man. Okay, he had a 3-year run as a heel. 1 title reign, man. 1 3-year title reign does not make you a GOAT, and you was barely wrestling in that time span, man. God, what are we doing here? The wrestling world might be the dumbest on YouTube, hands down. It's like people just come on here for clicks and views, man. It's like, that's like clout chasing. Really, clout chasing, man. A 15-year run as the company's top guy, man. A 3-year run as a heel. Bro, Roman Reigns was a failure as a babyface. You ain't no GOAT, bro. You ain't. Okay. Let's play your little game, you Roman Reigns nuts huggers. Okay. John never turned heel. Okay, cool. Let's say, hypothetically, of course, he did turn heel. You saying he would fail? Huh? You saying he would fail as a heel? Him? With his mouth? With his talent? With his promo skills? You saying he would be a bad heel? Bro, you lucky that John never turned heel. Hell, he might be the GOAT right now as we speak if he did turn heel. Right? Because, dude, if John wanted to roast you, he can roast your ass. So just imagine if he was a heel. No, John is the king of roasting people. But as a good guy, just imagine if he was a bad guy heel. Bro, we are lucky this guy never turned heel, actually. Okay? He would be the GOAT. Imagine John with his dickhead promo skills turning heel, him? Bro, he would make Roman Reigns a damn toddler in comparison. If John turned heel, he would be the greatest heel of all time. So, let's speak common sense. John is a top 5, maybe top 3 good guy of all time in fake pro wrestling. Okay, let's compare that if he turned heel. So let's compare the balance. If John is one of the greatest good guys of all time, okay, just imagine if he was a damn heel. There's no telling his range. Bro, this dude buried Solo Sikoa on a microphone. He buried Austin Theory on a microphone. So just imagine if he was a bad guy doing this. Ding, 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 ding. I hope I'm getting through your goddamn skull now. Roman has no balance. Roman has flaws. Bro, Roman Reigns, he might go down as the worst good guy in professional wrestling history. When Roman Reigns wore that vest and this dude had that damn boring ass Shield song, he was the worst good guy of all time. Maybe next to Lex Luger. That's how bad he was. People were begging this guy, bro, you gotta turn heel, man. We don't like you as a good guy. Just turn heel. But at least John was over. Every night, all I saw was John Cena shirts in the audience. People love John. Like I said, it was the damn smart marks that did not like John. But smart marks don't make up the majority of the audience. So it was no point of John turning heel to satisfy the goddamn smarks. That's my point. Once again, people love John. People did not love Roman goddamn Reigns. Hell, people thought Dean Ambrose and Seth were better than Roman goddamn Reigns. So, like I said, Roman will go down as the worst good guy in pro wrestling history. So, how is he better than John Cena? Like I said, John Cena as a heel, bro, that's fantasy. But if he was a heel, he would be the greatest heel of all time if he turned. That's my point. So how is Roman better when, bro, Roman was trash for 8 years? He was trash. He was garbage. Bro, he was driving fans away from the product. That's how bad he was. Because he was forced down our throats. It was a force. That's my point. So, to make a long story short, John has had classics during his career when it came to matches. Roman has no classics. Name me a Roman Reigns classic. You can't name me one. Because every match is the goddamn same. That's facts. So, stop saying that Roman Reigns, he saved pro wrestling. No. Okay, you gotta make up your mind, right? Because how come Rocky Maivia is saying that he made wrestling cool again? So, by his logic, wrestling was not cool under Roman Reigns. You see, that comment flew over people's heads, right? Rock was taking a shot at Roman Reigns and his lack of star power when he said that he made wrestling cool again. Okay, why would Rock say that? Right? That means that wrestling was not cool by his logic. He made it cool again. Right? That's my point. What has Roman done these past 3 years that has drawn anything? What? Bruh, stop talking from both sides of your mouth, you Roman Reigns nut huggers. Because for the past 3 years, you have trashed this company and its low ratings. But you want to turn around and say Roman is a draw, but at the same time, you trash the product the past 3 years. Make up your mind. You cannot have it both ways. Is Roman a draw or not? You can't say, oh, the Raw ratings are bad. Oh, the SmackDown ratings are bad. Oh, but Roman is a draw. Bro, you cannot have it both ways, bro. Which one is it? Does the product suck or it don't suck? You can't have it both ways. To make a long story short, no, Roman Reigns will never clear John Cena. He would never be better than John. Never. Hell no. A 3-year run as a part-timer who barely shows up does not trump the great John Cena for these past 20 years. No, that's not how wrestling works. A 1-year run. 3 years, man? 3 years. That's it. What about the previous 8 years? Wow, so we are going to forget about that after one run. One run. That's it. 1 3-year run. So that's insane, bro. So I'm guessing his 8 years have been wiped away. They don't exist. That's not how fake pro wrestling works, man. No way. Not on my watch. Listen. Roman is overrated. Big time overrated. And I'm glad he did not break Hulk Hogan's record. I'm happy as hell because he don't deserve it. He never drew like a Hulk Hogan. He never drew like John Cena. Hell, he barely drew more than CM Junk. So let that sink in. So my point is, please, people, please be objective. Roman is not on a level of a John Cena, and you know that. So that's insane, man. A 3-year run is better than a 15-year run as the company's top guy and a guy that is about to break Ric Flair's world title record. He's better than John after 1 3-year run? No, bro. Because of this crappy ass run that Roman had, Triple H had to make another belt because Raw needed a world champion. Let's not gloss over that. So the whole point is, Roman will never be on a level of a John Cena. 3 years don't trump 20 years of greatness of John Cena. That's so lazy. That's very lazy, man. This guy barely defended the title. He was not full-time. So a part-timer is better than John Cena, who was a full-timer during his prime, the highest merch seller, always main eventing WrestleManias. That John Cena, Roman is better than him? How? No, he is not, and I'm done.